Oh, good morning. It's Brenda at Horse Sense Healing, and I'm sitting out in the pasture with the horses this morning. I'm here to share with you stories of grit with grace, and I'm going to start with my own. We all have those stories of grit, the difficult things that we've lived through, survived through, maybe even thrived through. And the grace on the other side, or the lesson of the story, right, can be our grace. Here's my cat. I don't think you can see her. Anyway, we do all have stories, right? And that's what I love to do, is help people shift stories from pain to possibilities. And as I pondered what to share with you today, I felt a lot of fear come up. It's really, my heart was racing, tears behind my eyes. As a matter of fact, they're there again. What is my fear of sharing more of me with you? Will you judge me? Will I be less credible? Maybe. And those stories, my stories, and your stories, have brought us to where we are today and who we are today. They contain great lessons. I like to say we are not our stories. So realize the next step for me with my business, with my coaching practice, my healing practice, for Horse Sense Healing and for you, is to share more about me, about my story. Yeah. I worked in the field of child welfare and public health as a social worker for many years, and I held space for a lot of difficult stories and people who were really down. And I've listened to a lot of pain. And during those years, as a professional social worker, I also had my own story running concurrently, my own unhealed story. More than one, actually. Situations and experiences that happened during those years sometimes brought feelings of intense shame. Choosing the wrong relationships, dancing with the toxicity of codependency, even a moment of learning what it's like to be in that cycle of domestic violence, and more. Yeah. You could say I've had an interesting life. Those old stories of my life, some from childhood, were still running in my personal life and my personal story. Top all that off with with a good dose or a large dose of secondary traumatic stress from being in the child welfare field primarily. And I was a mess. It was anxious. The anxiety got so intense that I felt my heart was racing 24/7. It was shallow breathing, continually taking heavy sighs, that kind of thing. And then one day I discovered the only place where I felt peace and calm and relaxed was in the dentist chair. Wow. Yeah. I think often as professional women, our professional helpers or healers, no matter if you're a nurse, a doctor, a therapist, a spiritual healer, a person who takes care of others, fixers and nurturers, whether you might even be a professional in another field, a professional woman. But we seem to think that we need to lead more ideal lives, have our stuff together, so to speak, have our old stories tucked away. And kind of that's what we do, right? We tuck them away, thinking that's over, glad I made it through that, or glad I don't have to do that again. And guess what? Yeah. So that we're supposed to live lives free of drama and pain and dysfunction and toxicity, and it's just not the truth. And the truth is we all have something, we all have a story. And the truth is most of us in the healing and professional, say it again, in the healing arts and professions, have all come to this because we all have had challenges, most of us, in our lives. That's what brought us here and makes us good healers. Facing our stories and what serves us and what no longer serves us can be really scary. Like today is scary for me. It's the story that maybe no one wants to hear what I have to say, or it's, it's never been about me, and now it's kind of sharing about me. But life happens, and along my path, I have had some beautiful and profound opportunities to heal old stories that held me back. Stories that prevented me from making good, healthy, wise decisions, from being discerning, and not leading with my heart, or that poor person needs me, or I can fix them, or oh, he needs a mother. That's the stories I was in. Yeah. And with those opportunities comes the comfort that healing is possible, that we are not in this alone, and to have compassion for ourselves. Yeah. So I'd love to hear from you and share with you. Thank you so much, and I will talk with you and see you tomorrow.